This video will show a quick example of Syndeia Release 3.3 and the integration of MagicDraw, Jama, Jira, TestRail, and the Gremlin graph query language. The example uses a medical ventilator model currently under development at Intercax. We start with the requirements for the system in Jama Connect. Within the hierarchy, we can focus on individual requirements, such as the one for oxygen control. When we go to Syndeia interface, we place the SysML model on the left and Jama on the right, then drag this requirement and its sub-requirements into the SysML model to create SysML requirements that link back to their source in Jama. We can show one of the new requirements in MagicDraw, which includes the ID and text from Jama. Now we go back to Syndeia and open Jira on the right side. We will drag the gas supply requirement from SysML into a Jira project and create new Jira issues for it and for its sub-requirements. Going back to the SysML diagram, we launch Syndeia from the SysML element and open the Jira element in its web interface. We will use this to log our modeling progress in the comments section. Now we will build out the SysML model. We have created technical requirements based on the high-level functions. In this diagram, we create the derive requirement relation. We also create structural elements to satisfy the technical requirements. For example, a gas mixturing and metering assembly in this case, with multiple pneumatic and electronic components wired together. In the case of a SysML test case activity, we will use it to verify the requirement. Back in Syndeia, we will open TestRail in the right column and create a reference connection between the SysML and TestRail test cases. Back in MagicDraw, we can now use that link to open the TestRail test case through its web portal. We go back again to SysML, open the Jira issue again, and log our latest progress. We can use Syndeia to create additional links from Jama, TestRail, and other SysML elements so that it becomes a project management data hub for multiple users working on separate aspects of this part of the development. When things change, Syndeia can help us detect and reconcile these changes. Back in the original Jama requirement, we modified the description to require 5% increments rather than the 10%. Back in Syndeia, we will run a comparison across the Jama SysML connection and generate a difference table. The red highlight shows the text discrepancy and that a new Jama version is available. We will now use Syndeia to update the SysML requirement. As the integrated system model, the digital thread, grows more complex, we can use graph analysis to identify and visualize connections. Through the Syndeia Cloud web interface, we have metrics on all the model elements. Using Gremlin graph query language, we will ask to show the intermodel connections we have just created. Color-coded symbols identify MagicDraw, Jira, Jama, and TestRail elements. A different query includes patterns with SysML intramodel connections, and with some rearrangement we can see part of the network we have built. A SysML requirement linked to a Jama requirement, a Jira task, and the SysML technical requirement, which is linked to a structure block and an activity test case, which is finally linked to a TestRail test case. If you would like to learn more about Syndeia, check out our website, email us for a live web demo, I'll request an eval license.